baby. Chiefs or die. Slave to a feeling. Final score, your Kansas City Chiefs, 30. The Los Angeles Not So Superchargers, 27. In a game where your Kansas City Chiefs put the stamp down on the AFC West. 8-2. The Chiefs are now 8-2, and the nearest competition is the Chargers, who are now, if my calculation is correct, I don't know. No, the Chiefs are 8-2. The Chargers are now 5-7. Nope. Let me look this up, baby. We're going live on Shaggy Shane. Let's see, we got Nightmarish 98, Joey Casanova, Isaac. Chargers never got an answer for Kelsey. You got that right, Isaac. Kenneth Caldwell, what's up, buddy? I always appreciate you. I always appreciate you, Kenneth. You always got something good to say. Tabitha says the Chargers are now 5-5. That's right. And the Chiefs are never going to leave you behind. Never going to leave you behind, Kansas City. You can always count on the Chiefs. What's up, Jeremy Ellis? What do you say, Jeremy Ellis? I love you, buddy. You've been with me forever. All right. Now let's get to this game. Let's get to this game, folks, because it was a typical Chiefs and Chargers match. Go at it. They were freaking going at each other, just like they always do. The freaking Chargers won the toss and they deferred, so the Chiefs drove right down the field, had to settle for a field goal. The Chargers didn't waste no time. 3 plays, chucked it deep, went up 7-3. We can get to the ebb and flows of the games, and there's some things I want to break down to continue to break down. And what I want to say is there was concern about the injury. Kadarius Toney the Tiger left with a hamstring. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who's lost his starting job, left after 1 or 2 carries. The depth really needs to step up. The depth really stepped up today in Isaiah Pacheco. Let's look at these stats for your Kansas City Chiefs. Heck yeah, Chris Hennings, old reliable. Travis Kelce does it again. That's what my wife calls him, old reliable as well. It's a good nickname. The Chiefs are young. Now let's look at these stats. I'll get to that, baby. Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes was 20-34 for 327 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Isaiah Pacheco, his first game over 100 yards, at 15 carries, 107 yards. He's coming into his own as an NFL running back. Jerick McKinnon. That's right, Tara. Sky Moore had a great game. I'm about to get to that. Isaiah Pacheco had 15 carries, 107, as I mentioned. Jerick McKinnon was 6 for 24. Patrick Mahomes was 4 for 23. He was huge on that last drive when he freaking ran for 19 yards. Clyde Edwards-Helaire only had 2 for 9 before leaving with a bum ankle. Here's your receivers, baby. Travis Kelce was 6 of 15, 6 receptions for 115 yards, 3 touchdowns. And you're right, McConkey, Mud. You're right. Kelce is close to passing Tony Gonzalez. Justin Watson has 3 catches for 67 yards. He was huge, especially on that long touchdown drive, folks, because that was huge. The Chiefs really hadn't done anything at all. You know, they're trailing 20-16. It's 3rd and 17 at their own 7. Patrick Mahomes, it's Justin Watson to make the play. Props to Justin Watson for stepping up. Justin Watson had a great summer camp, training camp. He was great in preseason. He stepped up today when we needed him most with Juju and Kadarius and baby Cheetah McCole Hardman out. Sky Moore, as Tara was saying, 5 receptions for 63 yards. That's right, Anthony. How about them? Sky Moore was 5 for 63. Jody Fortson was 2 for 51. And man, did he freaking step in. Jody Fortson looked like that wide receiver that made the team 2 years ago, but had to keep coming back and stand on the practice squad. If you remember, Jody Fortson was on the practice squad for 3 straight years as a wide receiver before Andy Reid and Bieniemy got together and said, let's put some meat on this buddy. Let's put about 10 more pounds on him and make him a tight end. In need today, Jody Fortson stepped up, and Patrick Mahomes had 2 beautiful passes to him. Marquise Valdes-Scantling caught 1 for 18. That was a huge catch. Noah Gray was 2 for 15. Let's get to the freaking sacks. Chris Jones had 2 sacks. Mike Dana had 2 sacks. Stepped up for Mike Dana. Mike Dana has now had 3 sacks in SoFi Stadium. His first NFL sack was the game in 2020 when he was a rookie. So Mike Dana's got 3 sacks in SoFi Stadium. That's impressive because he's a rotational guy. And Mike Dana doesn't get a lot of snaps, and he was in there to make it. Chiefs defense has improved, Jeremy, and big up to the defense. You're right, Anthony. And hell yeah, Todd Toffee, the freaking defense came through. Thank you, Billy Hodge. I love you, buddy. You are my number 1 fan. Give your daughters a big hug and kiss for me, man. Your family rocks. All right. And Nick Bolton with a game-clinching interception. Props to Snead and Deion Bush. Go back to the injuries. Juan Thornhill left the game with a calf. I don't know if it was the papa calf or the mama calf or the baby calf, but Juan Thornhill left the game with a calf. Deion Bush is in there as a backup, and him and Snead were going after Keenan Allen because Chris Jones had Herbert under so much pressure. He tried to gun it in on freaking off his back foot. Snead, Deion Bush, number 26, was there to make the play. Nick Bolton took the deflection and made the catch. Sweet. How sweet was that, man? You got to love it, man. The Chiefs really took care of business today. It didn't look good early. Again, Patrick Mahomes. What can I say about Patrick Mahomes that hasn't been said before? He's great. He's the best of all time. He's clutch. He does it every time you need it. And he won the game. And I want to piggyback off something that I've been saying, but Mark Gunnels, who was Fox Sports from Los Angeles, was on The Spoken yesterday. Check out The Spoken Live with my homie Lance Twidwell on Saturday mornings at 11. Mark Gunnels said the Kansas City Chiefs, this season, it's kind of a reset season because the Chiefs got younger. There's so many rookies. There's so many first-year players out there playing right now that they're learning. Every rep they learn, they get NFL knowledge. The rest of the AFC traded draft capital, spent millions of dollars for Devontae Adams, Khalil Mack to the Chargers. Tyreek Hill is the only one that's really been a factor that the Chiefs traded for. But to get to the teams that paid all the money, all these people paid fat money and draft capital to catch up to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs just hit reset. They just said, we're just going to get younger for not only 2022, but for 2023, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. This Chiefs team is so young, and the Chiefs defense continues to play. I'm wearing my new Josh Williams. Josh Williams is a stud cornerback jersey that my daughter just got me for my birthday on Friday. Thank you, Tara. I love you. Josh Williams is going to be a stud. And now people might be saying, hold on, Shaggy. Keenan Allen got him good on 3rd and 18. Keenan Allen did get him good, but Josh Williams will learn from that. And if you look back at the replay, what Chris Collinsworth said, Chris Collinsworth and Mike Tirico both said Josh Williams did the right thing. They forced Keenan Allen off to his right, but Keenan Allen jumped back inside on him just enough to get in front of him to make that catch. So props to Keenan Allen for make that catch. But at clutch time, the Chiefs defense stuffed him out. And to the point of the Chiefs continuing to just throw out rookies, undrafted players. Your 7th round draft pick out of Rutgers is your running back. He just rushed 15 times for 107 yards. The Chiefs are not only getting better for this year, the Chiefs are getting better for many years to come. And after 10 weeks, the Chiefs got a 3-game lead over the Chargers, technically a 4-game lead because we control the tiebreaker. And the Chiefs are the number 1 seed of the AFC. That's epic, folks. That is epic. That is where you want to be. This was not a rebuilding year because with Patrick Mahomes, you always feel like you're going to be in the game. You always feel like, yeah, we're going to be in this game because we got Patrick Mahomes. It's great. You got to love it, folks. You got to love it. Let me see what you guys are saying here. This is my first post-game live with you, with my followers. Excellent, Kenneth. Kenneth Caldwell's right. The Chiefs did overcome a lot of bad officiating. There were some holding calls that weren't getting called, and the Chiefs really definitely stepped in for that, and they definitely overcame a lot of bad officiating. Jay Casanova says he never had a doubt. Lou Falsey says Chiefs or die. You know what it's about, folks. Next week's post game. Next week's Shaggy Shane postgame will be from Arrowhead Stadium. Yes, I will be back in section 110 for your Chiefs and Rams at Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be epic. Even though the Rams are 3-7, they are still the returning world champions. So they deserve our respect. But currently, folks, be proud of this Kansas City Chiefs team because there's so many kids. There's so many 23-year-olds, 24-year-olds just learning. While the rest of the AFC and the rest of the NFL is like, man, they spend their offseason trading draft capital, spending millions of dollars on Devontae Adams. The Chiefs are like, okay, we got Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. We're just going to get younger. We're just going to get better. Because we're not only going to be here for 2022, we're going to be here for many years to come. Props to Brett Veach. He deserves it. Again, next week's post game is at Arrowhead Stadium. Well, I'll be in section 110. Arrowhead's 4 miles from my house, which you know is only a short drive to the countryside. Where you going? You can't run and hide. So many questions. Questions like, man, can you believe how dominant the Chiefs are even when they lose people? Even when Thornhill gets hurt? Even when Tony gets a hamstring? Even when Clyde Edwards-Helaire goes to the bench? Props to Brett Veach. Props to Brett Veach. He doesn't get enough credit, folks. And props to these two. You will see them in the Hall of Fame. But we still got about 4 or 5 more years with this guy, and we still got about 15 more years with this guy. So let's enjoy it. Let's embrace it. I'll see you at Arrowhead Stadium next Sunday. Join me, and we'll do it again. Until then, this is Shaggy Shane saying, I'll see you at Arrowhead next Sunday. Until then, I will tell you all, have a happy Thanksgiving. Have a happy and wonderful Thanksgiving. You guys are amazing. I'll see you at Arrowhead next week. This is Shaggy Shane saying, go Chiefs!